Another big story we're staying on top of tonight. The San Francisco Unified School District Board is working on a final plan to try and close a $125 million budget gap. It's all in order to avoid a state takeover of the district. Millions of dollars in cuts to student programs, hundreds of jobs could be eliminated as part of this proposal. KRON 4's Jonathan McCall has been listening into the meeting, which we understand is still underway at this hour. He's here now with a breakdown of some of the ideas being proposed. Jonathan.
Yeah, Pam, we are now more than 5 hours into the special meeting happening right now. The public getting a chance to sound off on what they think about what's happening. According to the state of California, SFUSD's problem is very simple. Right now, there are simply not enough students in the schools, but the district is still spending at very high levels, creating that huge deficit. And according to the state, they simply cannot continue moving at its current pace. So here's a breakdown of how the district is set to fill $125 million. $90 million would come in direct cuts. $60 million of those would directly impact students, including school budgets. $30 million would be cut from central services. That includes technology, transportation, custodial services. The administrative offices would lose managers as well as clerical staff members. $35 million would come from grants and prior savings to fill the rest of that deficit. The plan also calling for more than 400 jobs to be eliminated between the school and the central office. Elliot Duchamp, a former California superintendent and state-appointed financial expert, says there's simply no way around it. He recommended the district offer early retirement plans to longtime workers, freeze hiring for non-essential positions, and freeze spending for non-essential services.
The state is experiencing declining enrollment, and that is one of the major foundations of your budget deficit. So that does mean at some point we need to look at the staffing at the district level. We need to look at the staffing that supports schools indirectly and directly, and we need to look at school site staffing. Again, I'm sorry, but I'm going to reiterate because I think it's a fundamental concept here. If you have 50 teachers at a school and half as many students, you're not going to need 50 teachers. And you cannot continue to do that on an ongoing basis. With declining enrollment, you've got to be positioned for worst case. You are in the kind of throes of people returning to school, but public education in California has seen an exodus of students beyond which was expected.
So here's a list of some of the student services that would be on the chopping block. You can see them there. Community school coordinators, the JROTC program, math class size reductions, multilingual pathways, peer resources, just some of the programs that would be gone. There is some good news, though, for the financial health of the district. Just last month, the district is set to receive more than $123 million in money approved by voters in 2018 for a living wage for teachers. The board, once again, that meeting's still going on right now, but the board will have to meet again next Tuesday to finalize this plan, which must be submitted along with the district's first draft of next year's budget to the California Department of Public Education by next Wednesday. And guess what? This is just the beginning. Not only do they have to find $125 million for next year, they'll have to find $140 million 2 years from now as well. Jonathan McCall, KRON 4 News.